Welcome back for another video. It's an interesting one for today's video. Using Sertalp optimiser and FPLReview's projections, we've generated the optimal FPL team for Game Week 17. If nothing else, this will certainly offer a fresh perspective as a less template but still extremely strong team. No one wants to see the same 11 in every team and video, or it's impossible to move up the ranks. I may even run with this team myself. There's lots of content this week to help you get started again, so if you enjoy the videos, consider subscribing. It's free and you can always change your mind. So let's jump into the team, and in goal is Kepa, who faces Bournemouth, who are 4th worst this season for expected goals, and he plays the fixture at home at Stamford Bridge. He is still yellow flagged, so his availability is a question mark. What we do know that he's been in training, he has been seen in club footage with the squad. Chelsea's final friendly was behind closed doors against Brentford in a 5-1 win, but there's not been any news on his involvement as of yet. After Bournemouth, Chelsea face Forest, another good game, and then it's the double Game Week 19. So the defence is a back four, and there's some very interesting picks here. It's Alexander-Arnold, Trippier, Cancelo and Shaw. The Solver made an interesting decision with a defender on the bench as well, which we'll discuss more at the end. Okay, so you'd be quite right to criticise Trent's season so far. He has consistently put up double-digit attacking returns in the past 4 seasons, but he hasn't replicated that form yet, with 1 goal and 1 assist this season, which did come back in Game Week 4. His underlying numbers have been good though, second after Trippier for expected goal involvement among defenders on 3.59 XGI. So you'd be unwise to assume he's never the same player again. Whether this is the turning point where he comes back as the Trent we know and love is a gamble though. It's not a bad gamble at all for 7.2 mil, which is the cheapest he's been in 3 years. We'll pretty much skip over Trippier, who is an obvious pick, unsurprising. A key part of Newcastle's defence, excellent delivery and on set pieces and on direct free kicks. He's a top scoring defender currently with 1 goal, 4 assists, 9 clean sheets and 17 bonus points. Cancelo is arguably an obvious pick too, but for 7.4 mil you could debate whether he's fulfilling the price tag currently. Edison for 2 mil cheaper has just 13 less points so far. Nonetheless, you do need a Man City defender or Edison due to the potential 2 double game weeks coming. Shaw's an interesting pick. The logic here is that Man United are among the favourites to keep a clean sheet in Game Week 17, home to Nottingham Forest. He does have an attacking return in him, and we saw some improvement defensively from Man United before the break, keeping 3 clean sheets in their final 6. That said, they could potentially be without Dalot, Martinez and Varane. Could be as many as 3 of their back 4 absent. If it were me, I'd probably have Ben White instead, and then I'd bench him in Game Week 17 for the defender who's first on the bench in this team. Onto the midfield next, and the question is, does the optimiser like Salah or De Bruyne? The midfield is Salah, Saka, Martinelli and Zaha. So the solver likes Salah over De Bruyne, take that for what it's worth. They're away to Aston Villa first. We've talked about this fixture in a previous video. They could be without Martinez in goal, which could improve Liverpool's chances of scoring. Salah's numbers did improve towards the end of the break, when his role was tweaked, playing further forward. The solver has suggested a Salah to De Bruyne transfer in Game Week 20, assuming that the double game week is confirmed, so it is an extra transfer required at the expected trade-off of more points. I'm sure the Salah versus De Bruyne debate will rage on all the way up until the deadline, and you can easily make the case for either. Some drafts do have both, but the optimiser isn't keen. Saka and Martinelli combined for a slightly risky double up, though the beauty of the optimiser is that it has no emotion or influence over making a decision, such as doubling or even tripling up. It simply picks what it believes will score the maximum points. Beyond what we know about these two, there is also a chance that Arsenal get a double game week versus Everton scheduled in Game Week 21. At this point it's just speculation, but there is a chance it happens, and it likely wouldn't be announced until after Game Week 17. Zaha completes the midfield. Again, it should be pointed out that the optimiser has suggested a Zaha to Mount transfer in Game Week 19 when Chelsea have a double game week. In essence, Zaha is a 2-week punt versus Fulham and Bournemouth. They are 17th and 20th for expected goals conceded this season, so it's not as crazy as it first looks. That said, Rashford is also a very good pick, who's home to Forest and then away to Wolves over those 2 game weeks, and the difference between the two in the projections is negligible. Moving on to the front 2, which is Haaland and Mitrovic. These are both template picks, particularly Haaland. Fulham of course have a double game week in 19 as well. Mitrovic is on 4 yellow cards, so he does need to make it through Game Week 18 and the first of double game week 19 without a booking, or it will be a single game week for him. On the bench it's Ward, James, Andreas and Greenwood. Ward rotates nicely with Kepa. The main fixture you'd want to bench Kepa in is Game Week 23 when they're away to Liverpool and Leicester are home to Brighton. James is projected less points than Shaw for Game Week 17, which is why the optimiser has benched him. However, considering the question marks on Man United's back line, the alternative route is to start James and then replace Shaw with another defender such as White or Botman. An alternative perspective is never a bad thing, and there's certainly a few names here that get you thinking. Drop a comment below of your thoughts and subscribe to the channel for more GW17 videos to come. See you soon for the next one.